Welcome back to Forza Motorsport and more Forza science. All I'm missing is the glasses and a bald head like Geet to look like a real scientist, but we're back doing another experiment. Sorry, Geet, I do apologize. Geet just says this guy. In today's video, I wanted to figure out what is the least fuel-efficient car in Forza Motorsport. We're gonna jump into an open lobby with all of the AR12 subscribers. Everybody will get into a car of their choosing, and then we're just gonna do laps until somebody runs out of fuel. However, you might be saying, Nick, what actually happens when you run out of fuel? That's a good question. Let me show you. I'm driving this Corvette Z06. You can see it currently has no fuel in it. Any second now, the car's just gonna run out of fuel. Any second now. I'm just saying, 0% fuel is lasting a lot longer than I thought it would. All right, apparently this is gonna become one of those videos. How long can you still drive with 0 fuel? Any day, car. How is it still going? What's going on? This isn't going to plan. It's out. If you stop your car moving, I'm in first gear, and I press the gas. Okay, now it's out of fuel. Apparently, there were like fumes in the tank. When you're out of fuel and you press the gas, you can see in the bottom right, I'm pressing the gas, but nothing's happening. However, one thing I haven't tested just yet, can you run out of battery in an electric car? Let's go down to Rimac. What if I just put 5% fuel in and let's see what happens? I don't actually know if this is gonna work or not. I assume for balancing purposes, the developers made it basically act like fuel. 3% fuel, dropping 2.9. All right, so now we just need to run out of fuel in this. 0.3, 0.2% fuel. It's on 0%, right? It's on 0%. All right, welcome back to another day of figuring out how long a car drives for when it's on. Oh, it's out. Oh, it's out. It's out. It's out. It's out. Oh, I'm in the gravel. So EVs can, in fact, run out of fuel. Assuming that electric cars and gas cars work exactly the same in this game, I guess we can allow everything. So let's jump into a lobby and let's see what we got. I know we used it for our Indianapolis race, but I think we have to use the Indy 500 again.
Nick bringing out his inner Jeremy Clarkson with testing hypercars and fuel economy.
You, sir, are correct. We're gonna let anybody choose any car. We are not allowing any upgrade. Everything else is up to you. Did somebody really just ask, Nick, would you drive the Rimac in real life? Sir? That's a stupid question. Yeah. All right, back in Forza Motorsport 7 when we tested this, the car that won was Ken Block's Ford Focus RSRX. Because that's like a combination of a race car with a lot of horsepower, but it has a tiny little fuel tank because it's meant for chucking it around for 5 minutes and then it can just go fill it up again. Ooh, what about this? This has 400 horsepower and there's no chance that that has a big fuel tank. This might be even better. This has a V12 with 420 horsepower. There's something about this car that tells me it's gonna have awful fuel economy. Let's give it a go. To keep things as fair as possible, let's make everybody go 50% on the fuel tank. So let's see what cars people are taking. Wolf's is taking a Koenigsegg Jesko, a Neo, another Koenigsegg Agera, a Buick. Cadillac Le Mans car I don't think is gonna do well at this at all. We have another Honda, Auto Union, Dodge Charger. We've got a little bit of everything in this lobby, honestly. Obviously, don't drive around and just rev your car at 5 miles an hour and redline it the whole time, because that kind of just defeats the purpose. Anyways, we could just go. Oh my god, this Honda. Yo, the V12 sounds insane. Uh-oh. Guys, what are we doing? Well, on the bright side, at least I've got a lot of space in front of me now. All right, let's go, Honda. I have 54 laps of fuel. What? That has to be wrong. 100%. We're gonna go better than that. There we go. We're already down to 53 laps. Yeah, I was wrong. All right, we should be good. Yeah, we're down to 52 laps already. Here's the problem I'm having with this car. It's got 400 horsepower and minuscule tires, and there's no way to put the power down. Don't mind me, I'm just casually going for 360s in a fuel economy test. What type of death trap of a car is this? And somehow, I still have 52 laps of fuel. What a disaster. Wolves, you only have 20% fuel left and we're on lap 3? There's no way the Jesko is the worst fuel-efficient car. Kimmy's also on 18. Don't mind me, lads. I'm on 47% fuel. I was actually joking when I started this. We're actually doing the most fuel-efficient cars. Yeah. Congratulations. Congratulations. I think I've won. Uno reverse card, baby. Wolf's is already out of fuel. Are you kidding me? Kimmy is also out of fuel. Monty is also out. Oh my god, everybody's actually kind of running out roughly at the same time. Wolf's has only made it a couple of laps with his Koenigsegg. Then Monty is also on the side of the road. That's an electric car. He's out of battery. All the way up here is... I think that's that other electric hypercar. Interesting. Last but not least is Kimmy in the other Koenigsegg. Okay, so those 4 guys are out of fuel. They are all in like modern hypercars. Let's end this race. And I think we need to choose some cars like that. Isn't there some crazy fun fact about the Porsche Mission R not being able to do a lap of the Nürburgring because it runs out of battery? Let's try it. Kimmy's gone for the Razor Tachyon. Geet's gone for a race car. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. Ferrari FXXK. Okay. Boys, bad news. My estimated fuel is on 0 laps. Oh dear. If at the end of 10 laps, I'm still sitting there with more than 40% fuel usage, I'm gonna be very disappointed, okay? Look at all of the race cars around. Oh my god, that's so cool. All right, Mission R, Insta-Torque, away we go. So do I have 1 gear? I only have 1 gear in this thing. So we're just gonna go 17 laps. Okay, we'll see if the 17 laps is actually real. Oh my god. Guys, the faster we go in the Mission R, the faster our fuel is gonna burn. We're already down to 16 laps. I keep saying fuel. I mean battery. Yeah, look at our fuel. It's going down hella quick. Considering this thing has so much downforce, it doesn't actually drive that nice. It really doesn't. We're just not using our fuel. We're down to 15 laps of fuel. Maybe an electric car just isn't the answer for this. I have no idea why this thing drives so poorly, but it does. Like, this is supposed to have infinite downforce, and it doesn't turn. And my fuel is barely changing. I think we've taken an L again. Chat says instead of calling it the Mission R, they should call it the Mission L. You realize we're calling a race car with good fuel economy an L, right? You realize that doesn't work, right? There's no way we can let the Koenigsegg Jesko be the fastest car in the game and the car with the worst fuel economy. Ultimo is at 16%. The Ford GT only got to 22%. The GTS only got to 22%. The Neo made it to 7 laps. Wow. Just to confirm, I think we're thinking about this the wrong way. Take a look at all of the cars that have run out of fuel very quickly. The Neo EP9. Then the Koenigsegg's ran out of fuel very quickly. Maybe it has to do with how much horsepower your car has. So what's the most powerful car in the game? People already tried the Lotus Evija and it didn't work well enough, so that's not the answer, obviously. Is there any other car that has over 1,000? Oh, the Zenvo. I'm gonna try the Zenvo. If this car drinks fuel, then 100% it's tied to the horsepower usage and maybe not the fuel tank size. Not about the car, it's about the driver. Sir, this is literally only about the car. Time for the Zenvo. Let's see how badly this thing drinks fuel. Oh my god, the electric cars are fast. Oh yeah, now we've got a silly rear wing. I forgot about this. All right, I'm just gonna slow down going into the first go. Really? Guys! All right, look at the fuel down this straight. Oh my god, that number just dropped. That is insane. 1,200 horsepower plus downforce from the most absurd rear wing in the car industry. That's not bad at all. It's still actually not using that much fuel because we're just finishing our lap now and we've only got to 42%. I think the prediction was right, actually. It's gonna be like 6 or 7 laps left. Yeah. 38%. Wolf's is already at 28 and I'm at 38. Yeah, the Zenvo is not the worst fuel efficient car. I'm so disappointed. What the? I have no idea how I live. Wolf's is out. That's insane. Think what we've learned after all of our testing is the Koenigsegg Jesko, there he goes, is the least fuel efficient car in this game. However, Wolf's, why don't you stay in your stock one and I'm gonna jump in my Koenigsegg Jesko with a fully upgraded top speed tube and we'll see who runs out of fuel sooner. Last challenge, you can choose a car with upgrades. We'll see if we get different results. This is my Koenigsegg Jesko. It's level 50, and it's got a top speed tune on it. Let's see if it uses more fuel than Wolf's. Look at all of the cars this time. We've all whipped out the heavy contenders, and now we've just got to go. It drinks the fuel. What? That is not good fuel economy. I don't think anybody's buying a Koenigsegg Jesko for fuel economy. But in case you are, it's not great. I can't actually get this up to its top speed. Indianapolis is not big enough for a Koenigsegg Jesko. Oh, man. It's actually insane watching the fuel drop like that. Imagine that in real life. I don't know what it costs to fill up a Koenigsegg Jesko. Probably like $100, $150. But then imagine driving it flat out like this, and you are done within 5 minutes. The Koenigsegg Jesko consumes more fuel than 99% of people make in an hour. It's in a different tax bracket. That's crazy. One of the Koenigsegg's is already out. He's done 1 extra lap, so we'll see if we can get him. Wolf's is already out as well. Like I predicted, the stock car was actually worse. And I'm out. Out of fuel. Piggy's... You just see a nose. You just see a little nose. That's funny.